America.
And I thank you for your public access. My name is Mike Rice. I'm from Cranston, Rhode Island, a New Englander, born and bred New Englander. And I was asked at this function to say a few words, which is my constitutional amendment, which I was reminded of very nicely. And I want to the first thing I want to comment on is the beautiful penmanship. 137 years, 200, only 100 years, missed. 232 years ago. Look at the beautiful penmanship. And I don't know if there were public schools then, or any formal education. I don't know if that came out of our taxes back then, which was the whole reason for the revolution. For those who don't know, but look at the beautiful penmanship and the structured lines and everything. And my own personal feeling is, I think this is, I don't want to put religion into it, but this is God's hand. To read this and to understand the magnitude of what these people were saying that long ago it always blows my mind, because I'm not worthy of even reading that document. I mean, understanding that document. But basically, that's kind of what I wanted to say. And the public school agenda right now is that we're going through. And back then, I mean, when these people wrote these, I don't know if people really paid for education. And the thing that we're doing right now with the way society is, I just think everything is an education. And I think that as a society, if you watch the movie The Patriot, I don't know if it's a movie, I don't know if it's reality, but I look back in the Revolutionary War, I look at the hardship that these people were through, and I'm kind of awestruck by everything that these people went through back in the day, even including World War II and Korea. I think, I mean, you can go back, and I think we're at a very tenuous time right now. And it scares me, to be honest with you. It doesn't scare me personally, but it scares me for the future that I leave my children. And all my friends are looking at me right now. Hi. And but other than that, I just think it's a very tenuous time. And with the election and the price of oil, and we don't know who to believe. And you look at politicians and special interests, and you look at just the pure copy of this document. Just a pure copy of this document, the beauty of it logistically is kind of blows my mind, because it's so perfect. It's almost like God's hand was on Benjamin Franklin and Thomas Jefferson and all the forefathers that, as American, I'm a grandson of an Italian immigrant, but an American, you know, and I'm very proud to be an American. And that's it. That's all I really got to say. I support the troops. I totally support the troops. I don't know if I support the war as much as I support the troops, because hold on. I think our politicians lied to us. And when our politicians put their sons and daughters into harm's way consistently, I think then maybe we can believe them. But I don't know. Draft dodgers have kind of occupied the White House the last 12, 16 years. So you know what? If my sons and my daughter would choose to serve their country, I mean, that's the highest honor. A lot of my friends have done that here. And that's the highest honor, you know, that they could ever do for their country. But, you know, when you put your kid into harm's way, as any battle veteran will tell you, and I believe our last battle veteran president was John F. Kennedy, if my American history is correct. The rest of them never have done time in the war or in any service. But you know, John McCain has, and I think Barack Obama is a good dude. But John McCain served 7 years in the Hanoi Hilton, and that's like, I don't know. I mean, do we want to like live in our own feces for you know, years and eat out of a bowl and eat insects? That's what he did. That's what he did. And anyone, you know, so I don't know. I think before a commander-in-chief, you know, we're at a time when You know, it's a commander-in-chief has to do the time almost to commit troops. Well, the Patriot Act, the Patriot Act, if you remember, not you personally, but as the American people, we gave President Bush the highest ratings after 9/11 because he committed to the Patriot Act, and we were all in favor of it. In fact, it was un-American to vote against the Patriot Act. I think maybe Barack Obama might have even, and Hillary Clinton might have. There's been people that have stood out against it. Are there abuses? Absolutely, there are abuses. But in that time, you look at the time. Everything is all reflected in time, and the Patriot Act was the perfect thing for the time. Are there abuses? Yeah, there probably are. You know, there probably are. I'm going to tell you something. As far as fuel prices go, you know, we get portrayed as the ugly American, but we definitely could economize. As a youth coach, youth volunteer coach, I mean, I can't tell you how many bottles of full water I picked up, you know, and that takes a ton of petroleum. I mean, I cut a Wall Street Journal article out and I gave it to my daughter to bring to school, and I hope you did. You know, to the relevance of energy consumption and plastics, and what we can do as a country. Europe seems to have Europe is paid over $3 or $4 a gallon. That's commonplace. We drive Lincoln Continental SUVs, and you know, we waste a lot. We waste a lot. We do. So I kind of guess we got it coming to us. You know, nuclear energy seems to be, which is going to be a thing in this election. You know, there's McCain has come out and he wants to be an advocate for nuclear energy, nuclear power plants. You know, air pollution. You know, we have to look back in history and look back at a time when we didn't waste anything. We didn't waste cans. We didn't waste plastic. We recycled. We used. We reused. Tap water. Everyone, the bottled water industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry. And you know what? It's no better than the tap water that we have in the sanctuary that we call Rhode Island, this beautiful state with all these resources. We have great water. And we don't, you know, instead of going out and buying a $1 jug to reuse, as a society, we're very wasteful. I mean, I'm getting older, so I kind of see that now, and I'm by no means a spokesman or anything or a perfect person, but we want to educate. Education's the key, in my humble opinion. And that's my First Amendment, and I am so proud to be an American. Thanks, brother.
This concludes this program broadcast. We the People, a freedom of speech television show. Go to www.wethepeopleofri.org.